given I made the Evolve boards purely out of passion, and that's it. And when I hear someone telling me that the board has, changed their life, when you hear a really personal story of the effect it has on their life and how it's changed things, that certainly touches me big time. I just love hearing stories like that, and to think an electric skateboard can be a tool to take you to another place and help you mentally, and is phenomenal. Really, it's amazing.
I've experienced depression and anxiety in my life in the past, and one thing that electric skateboarding does is it helps you to let go of all the worries that you have in your life and just be able to go out there and ride and enjoy something purely for the enjoyment of it.
Sometimes when I'm feeling a bit flat or I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed from a massive day, I will jump on my skateboard. Even just riding around the street is perfect. I spend a lot of time on my phone, and I have to for my work, and a lot of time on social media, and sometimes it's really good to be able to get away from that and just have a break and reset and really bring your mind back to where you are, and the skateboard is the perfect way to do it.
I've been riding electric skateboards now, I would think, for about 12 years, and in that 12 years nothing has changed. I still to this day, every time I get on the board, I get to focus on the moment.
I think mental health is a developing thing for nowadays. I think I'm a mental health first aider, and I think it is health, it's welfare. If you cut yourself, you go to a doctor. But the problem with mental health is that you can't see that stuff. So we're looking at therapy to help people, and stuff like e-skating. And I think that is a big release for most people. And I think any activity where you can feel free, you can go wherever you want. And I just wish that, I think as a society nowadays, we kind of look at this as the next stage of transportation. And
I've been involved in action sports pretty much my whole life, and whether it's motocross or water sports or electric skateboarding, it's always the same reason people do it, and it's a pursuit of happiness. It's about living the dream and chasing that feeling, and that's what all these people, millions around the world, are doing. And if you haven't experienced it, I definitely would recommend giving it a crack, because it's something that I just couldn't live without.
Another unfortunate hurdle for me was just over 18 months ago now. My second bout of cancer came back. This time around I found great therapy in a couple of things, and one of them is stillness, but most importantly, what's really helped me and what's been a big part of my therapy is mindfulness. You've sort of got to block out about the gas bill and the mortgage payment and all those things, and you've got to concentrate on where you're going to turn next and how your body is moving through the board. And it's if you're not someone who understands the practice of meditation, a simple thing like jumping on the board and going for a cruise just pushes everything else out of your head, and without trying, you are in a mindfulness situation or a meditative state.
I got not a big injury, but I was doing a competition in Singapore. So all I did was just jam out to music and just skate like at night times, and that kind of it's kind of I don't know, therapeutic, I guess. It takes your mind off things, and it's pretty cool.
It's sort of therapeutic. It clears your mind.
Before I got my board, I'd work, I'd go home, and I didn't really leave the house after that. I'd go see friends, but there's nothing better than after having a shit day at work, just getting on your board and just going for a cruise. You don't have to be insane carving, you have to go fast. You just get on it and just ride.
Skaters regularly find themselves separate from society. Do you know what I mean? They feel different. Do you know what I mean? And I think, it's always cool when you find something that you can relate to, that other people relate to too.
So growing up, I didn't have a lot of social communication with a lot of friendship groups. I had a few very close friends, but not a lot out there. And being involved in the community, it's given me a lot more of a social outlet and made me a lot more happier, a lot more mentally healthy with getting to know people and getting out there and involved in the community.
After Will started skating, we started stealing his boards. We came to our first group ride when Indiana was 7. So we weren't sure how we'd be accepted, being a mum and a child. we were just going to check out the vibe and see what people were like. But as soon as we turned up, people were really cool, came and talked to us. We felt like we belonged. So we just haven't left.
For me personally, I think it's about community, and that's like, so I'm from Carve, UK, and I think like it's about finding people's different interests and not look at politics about who's got what, who's got that, and it's actually about sharing a passion about what we like to do.
So with the mental health thing, I think definitely makes my life greater, and I think, yeah, it definitely helps a lot of people come out of themselves and become who they want to be.
I guess it's difficult, especially for blokes my age, to understand the sense of freedom you get from just jumping on that board and being able to pull the trigger and guide yourself through an adventure. Until you do it, you're not going to understand it, but I really recommend it.
I think if anyone's in a bad place or they're having a hard time in their life, having a mental mind state of trying to overcome that, of just getting outside and doing something different, it could be anything, getting on a bike, doing some exercise, and trying to find a passion, trying to find something new, and I really believe that the electric skateboarding, I think it's a fantastic thing. So if anyone's thinking about it, don't hesitate. There's plenty of information online. There's so many community groups. Just get on there and yeah, try it out.